2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Belmont or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
April 4, 2005. The birth of Brisbane's Nova 106.9.
Nova 106.9.
Things back then used to be a little different.
Work Experience Radio with Bevan.
This is Bevan, the Work Experience DJ.
Well, almost everything.
I'm completely drenched right now. I may have to do the show in my underpants today. Even that t-shirt you got on, you sort of, it's wet to the point where you can see the nip-nips sort of pushing. I mean, it's pretty sexy.
Yep, that's Ash and Lutzi. Still here. But with them, a new friend in Nikki Osborne. And today, they've brought with them the exact playlist they had when this station launched back in 2005. So let's celebrate Nova 106.9's 20th birthday. Starting...
Gary, the button isn't working.
now.
6:03 Friday morning.
Oh, I just want to start singing. It's your birthday, so have a happy day. Holy heck, I cannot believe you guys have been doing this together for 20 years. That
crazy.
blows my mind.
Bloody crazy. Next year, this show can vote in the States.
Woo.
And go to Vegas.
yes.
And drink. Oh, well, yeah.
The planning begins.
Maybe not for me.
No, not you, buddy.
But yeah, we can definitely go to Vegas. Yeah, 20 years today.
Isn't that crazy? In the same building too.
Such a long time,
Yeah,
isn't it?
although when
and
we...
you still get on.
Yeah. I think we're each other's most successful relationships.
Definitely mine.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, Lutzi and I were
Before that even.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah,
working
how did you
since
how
90.
did you first meet?
At the Gabba. During a
How appropriate.
a cricket test match. I was volunteering for a shopping centre radio station at Aspley, and I bullshitted my end of the test, but they had no room for me in the press box at the Gabba for the cricket. But there was a lovely bloke called Stephen Gray who went, who was in here recently.
He's still with Queensland
I
Cricket.
saw him the other day.
Great bloke.
And he said, we'll put you in this radio box further down. And there was a bloke from 2UE called Murray Shaw and a guy from 4BC called Ashley Bradnam. They stuck me in the back of that box. And then, so just gibbering there, I got a job Ash got me a job at 4BC. As a sport director.
Well, it was only about
Ash.
2 weeks after that we spent 5 days in the room, and then one of the guys that I worked with at 4BC decided to leave, and my boss said, "Do you know anyone?" And I went, "Yeah, I do actually. I just met this bloke at the Gabba, and he's a good gibberer." And so it was on my recommendation, and then
Literally.
I think Mark Braybrook then resented my recommendation for years to come after that.
I had poor work ethic in the AM environment.
Oh yeah, it was a different thing once he moved to FM.
But at some point, it is interesting how we got our gig on Nova. We'll discuss that at some point today because we're playing all the music from 20 years ago, aren't we? And
Yes, we are. The
Yeah, I
entire
want to hear
playlist.
all about it.
yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we've got some special guests coming on that were sort of big timers 20 years ago. I think Darren Lockyer, who was captain of the Broncos, is coming in. Is that right?
I saw a big welcome sign for him. So yeah, Lockie's coming in.
I love Darren.
Timmy Blackwell, who's still a Nova, obviously with Nova, he wasn't here 20 years ago in Brizzy, but he was there or thereabouts back then. So he'll have some great sort of yarns around that era as well.
Tim must have started about the same time as you, Mitch.
Just after, yeah.
Yeah, just after,
Yep.
was it? So
Yep.
was that about 2008?
9, I think, yeah.
2009,
When we started
yeah.
on 106.9, yeah.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Celebrating Nova's 20th anniversary today.
So what do you got here, Mitch? This is the first break that we did. It wasn't actually a breakfast show, was it, on that first day?
Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
Really?
We started at like 10 o'clock in the morning for some reason or something
By the
like
time
that.
Lutzy got in.
God, I don't even remember. I can't remember that. I remember we were downstairs because the studios weren't finished up here on level 3, so we were literally in a cardboard box, like literally a cardboard box inside a big room on level 1 here at 130 Commercial Road.
That they were still building these. We didn't move up into these studios until.
What was it?
Oh, it was like
6 months.
I reckon it was more like a year. I reckon we spent like a year downstairs. But when we say a cardboard box, it was literally a cardboard box, a huge box. But it somehow or other that made the sound okay. And
with I'm imagining egg cartons clipped to the side. Was that a thing?
We should have been. That would have made it better because like the newsreader was just outside the cardboard and she'd be like, "Shut up!" because we'd be talking during the news and everyone could hear everything.
Yeah,
like, there was no soundproofing at all. It was literally cardboard, just large boxes of cardboard, just separating us from everyone else that worked for Nova.
And then you walked out of that little area into another area, and that's where the whole of the station was. But there was no office; it was just one big space. So the general manager was right there next to the sales department and whoever else was all there. But it was all
I've got this
together.
vision of you just crawling into a cubby house each day.
It's kind of like
that. It was just a big box.
Yeah.
Actually,
that would have been fun.
It was really fun. It was really funny yesterday. I was just at Functionwell and the first general manager ever, Sean Ryan, was there. Like he goes to the gym there. And it was a really cool moment because I was in the sauna and he was in the magnesium pool and he was chatting to people in the pool about what we're talking about now, like how he was the one that found the building. For instance, where we now sit. Like, that's the way we're sitting here, because he was like, I saw online there was this building and there was a cotton sellers was up here at the time or something like that.
It was a wool shed. The car park used to have the old wool shed signs still up.
Yeah. So it's crazy how they found the building and all the history of it, which was pretty cool. But
he was a bit ahead of his time, not realising that it was going to end up being like the coolest precinct in Brisbane.
Exactly.
Well, Lutzy and I sit out on that balcony now from time to time, and I said to him the other day, I went, look at this place. Like, look at it. Like 20 years ago, there was nothing here. Like,
we could have bought this entire building for what it would cost now to buy a 3-bedroom apartment in bloody Hendra.
Yeah.
Honestly, we think about that.
We sat by for 20 years and did nothing.
So this is so Bevan, who I think we just heard him very quickly on air. So for about a week or two, in my mind, leading in, it was just Bevan on 106.9. He sort of became famous. He was this work experience kid.
Yeah, there was some construction noises going on the back as the studio was being built.
And he was just playing songs, and that was cool. And then at one point, we came on this morning, and this was the first time we flicked the switch and Nova went official, right?
Yeah, that we were officially live for the first time. And to put it into context, so it was the first time in a million years that there'd been a new radio station launched in Brisbane. So all of the TV cameras were there as well.
Yeah,
so
it was big.
It was like inside that little cardboard box. It was like we were holding a press conference.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasures to push Nova 106.9's live button. Here we go. Gary, the button isn't working. That's it, Gary, I quit. I am quitting, finally giving up on this crap station. I've been working here for 8 months and nothing works properly. I'm going to go and start a taxidermy apprenticeship with my Uncle Terry and... What's that? The green button. Yes, of course, Gary. I will press him now. I apologize, Gary. I thought you were just a...
Wow! Nova 106.9, Brisbane. It's Kip, Michelle, Ash. Lutzy's in the studio as well.
And we're here, bro.
Well, this is the first moment we're actually... It's a bit of live radio now. It's live.
There's so many people in here. Let's hear everyone making noises in here. This is going to happen every single day. It's going to be like sunrise on the radio. Live audience every single day. Call 13 24 10 now to get your tickets.
That's right.
There may not be any when you call, but I may have just made that up. But
are we on air, Michelle?
we are. Ash, we're on.
You actually sound exactly the same.
Lutzy, you didn't say anything.
No, I never did, so I still don't.
You just coast.
Early on, I convinced them that my role was the sniper.
Yes.
No, you still say that.
I invented the word. Yeah, I know, and it still works. Like, so, no, I don't do anything. I just chime in at some point.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, we're talking about birthdays today because it's your 20th, and on the weekend, it's my son Will's 17th birthday.
Ooh,
so,
big one.
I know it's a big one because that means soon he'll be driving. We just got to get that logbook sorted out.
Yeah. I got his 100 Ks or whatever.
It made me think about presents and crap presents and how many crap presents people have received over the years. For example, my husband and I were chatting the other day. I came back from work. He was online buying Will a present. Now, remember, this is a 17-year-old male, and he'd found a duvet set that he thought would be lovely for Will, and that's what he plans on buying my son for his
What's a
17th.
duvet set again? Is that like the
A
doona?
doona cover.
The doona and all the rest of it? Yeah.
And I'm like, that's great. Like, that'll look really nice in his room, and he needs a nice set. But that's not really going to set him on fire on Sunday morning when he opens it
Yeah,
up.
it's like, what age is it? Like, is you want presents become you need presents? You know what I mean? Because I would love an oversized doona right now, but as a 17-year-old, I would have literally thrown it back into my mother's face.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm worried is going to happen.
You feel at 17 that's the type of stuff that just
You get it.
is just there.
That's part of having
You know what I mean?
being a
Like,
parent. You keep me warm.
Yes.
You come home from school, Nikki, you've sorted it out.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
Yeah, that's just
I
happens.
know.
right?
I'm worried that Jeremy is like kind of thinking that, need presents are appropriate for kids. I'm like, no, that's crap. And it reminded me of the worst present I ever got from my parents. I think I was 14. We're over in Canada. Actually, no, I was a little bit older than that. Embarrassingly, I was still going on family holidays. I think I was 18. Anyway,
Nothing wrong
we're
with that.
over there. And it was my birthday while over there. And I was really tight for cash because I'm an 18-year-old who's just started drama school. But also my parents were quite tight for cash as well. And I really needed ski boots. And so what my mum did was she'd lay-byed some ski boots and she asked the shop people if she could just take one home. She gave me one ski boot for my birthday, and then I had to go and pay off the other one. So I had a pair. So I had one wrapped ski boot.
Nikki, you're just 4 short payments away from being able to get the other one.
That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
And that's
ridiculous.
Well, it's terrible. Like, have you ever got a really crap present?
Yeah, Mum used to go, before the days of cool online shopping, Mum would go to some place called Shenzhen in China, which was like a shopping mecca, and she'd come back with U2 CDs, and we're, oh, great, a U2 CD, which is not bad at that stage, but it wasn't U2, it was just some Asian guy singing not even U2 songs. Like the first song, I put it on the CD player and pressed play, and the song wasn't even U2, it was Take My Breath Away. I'm like, Mum, it's not even U2. It's just an Asian dude singing hits. It's like, Sweet Caroline. I wish I'd have kept it now.
You listen to it though, didn't you?
it,
Like you know every song on the album.
I'm trying to imagine if you emulate that, if you go to a karaoke bar, you start actually singing
That's
it
how
like
I still
that.
sing it. Yeah. But that was crap.
Anyway,
Yeah.
13, 24,
birthday,
10.
Not birthday present, but a Christmas present that I got one year was like I got my complete back to school needs.
No.
It can't be school related. You can't give a kid a birthday present. Anything school related.
Here's for the pencil case.
What, shoes? Some
Thank
black.
you. No, like the ruler.
Oh, right.
The pencil case.
Yeah,
all of that.
The
type of stuff.
HB2.
It was I think it was one of those old ones too, where you could, you cut the letters out and put your name in the plastic.
Great. Because that got you plenty of friends at school too, didn't it? But
Actually,
13, 24, 10, if you have,
Yeah.
come on, you got to have a crack at someone's given you, or even if you've given them one.
Yeah, crap presents.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
All right, so we take some phone calls.
Yes, let's do it.
Rylan out of Morningside. It's our birthday today, and Nikki started talking about crap birthday gifts that she's received.
We've all got them.
What happened to you?
Hey guys, happy birthday Nova. So my grandmother, very religious type, and every birthday, Christmas, any present I got growing up was some sort of religious paraphernalia. I think I had about 30 children's Bibles by the time I left home, and about as many DVDs about cartoons of religious things.
Grandma.
Oh, God bless her cotton socks, but come on.
And the irony is she's going to hell for giving you bad presents all this time.
I just think it's great that the Bible could bring out new editions after 2,000 years. It really shows the...
Yeah, you don't want to miss that latest edition.
Yeah, this latest one. You wait for the twist at the end, mate.
Jesus tweeted something on X, didn't he? Add that in.
The new edition. That's a very good point, mate.
Did she ever put money in it?
I think when I was 12, I started getting money, and I reckon my granddad realised how crap it was, and he started giving me a little something on the side.
Yeah, that's granddad.
Mate, there's $5 in Psalms 23 somewhere.
That's it. And greed is sin.
You'll find it. All right, Lauren Rothwell, what'd you get?
Hey guys, happy birthday. You don't look a day over 19.
Thank you.
Oh, bless.
Each Christmas, it was a bit like Russian roulette as to which auntie took my grandma shopping for our gifts. So if you got like a beach towel or a movie ticket, it was like, yes, my mum took them shopping. But 17 was the cutoff year of getting a gift, and this year it was the auntie that cannot shop. We got hula hoops and toilet dollies. You know, the ones you put over the toilet.
Doilies! I was trying to remember that literally yesterday. I was trying to remember what they were called. For some reason, we were talking about them. It was that. Who was talking about it? Remember the.
Alan Carr.
Someone was.
He was,
and we couldn't remember the name. Doilies.
Doilies, yep. They're horrible. So a hula hoop at 17 and a doily. Excellent. Thank you.
Well, maybe she thought the hula hoop was a belt. Oh, gee, that's a big bloody belt, isn't it?
Alicia, Alex Hills, what'd you get?
Hey guys, how you going?
Yeah, good.
We're good, thanks.
So I got a string holder one Christmas.
Oh,
it was literally just like a mini toilet paper holder, but it could only hold string.
What? Like a ball of string or something, right?
And it was like, like a twine, like that twine type of string, and I didn't even get the string with it.
Okay, so which mortal enemy gave you this present?
It was a work secret Santa, but I've worked at this place for 7 years when I got this gift.
Someone's just raided the stationery cupboard just before. They've forgotten completely.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. I tried to use it because I felt bad. I was like, I tried to use this, but no, I'm going to be honest, I don't use it anymore. I don't know where it is.
Alicia, in this circumstance, you're not the one who's meant to feel bad. You've basically been given a cylinder of plastic.
Yeah, there's nothing to put in it.
Yeah, and no string. No string. I have to go purchase my own string.
Yeah, so it's like getting a cricket bat cover, but not getting a cricket bat.
Yeah.
It's pointless.
Yeah, basically.
Pointless.
That's proper crap.
Disgraceful.
Glenn, out of Loader, what do you got?
Hey guys, happy birthday firstly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn.
I'm a thrifty guy, and I was browsing Scoopon or Groupon or one of those sites for my wife's Christmas gift. Scrolling through it, half-day deep sea fishing adventure. I thought I'd give that a go. Despite everyone, I work with a bunch of ladies. They all thought, does she like fishing? She doesn't strike me as someone that loves fishing. I said, she's never been, but I reckon she'll love it.
My husband... That's outrageous.
That's a present that can make her physically ill, like actually vomiting.
Oh, you know what, Glenn? My husband, he hasn't worn Jimmy Choo shoes yet. Yet I'm not going to go and buy them for him.
Yeah, she wasn't that impressed.
Are you still together?
Still together, but there was a good ending.
Okay.
Luckily, the day it was booked for, weather turned bad, trip refunded, and I just kept the money in the end.
Oh, fantastic. Good for you,
What'd you do with it? Go and buy her a new Callaway Pro driver.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Come give me that cash. Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's $50,000 mystery voices.
Change.
Guess these 4 voices.
I listen to Nova.
And win a guaranteed $50,000.
This would be a great
please.
way to celebrate the birthday, the 20th
Wouldn't
birthday.
it?
We would be able to give away the $50,000 right here, right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd just be the best. I just want it to happen.
It
It's
can't
like
happen.
Christmas morning. I'm just waiting for it just to go, woo.
Look, we haven't given
Anyway.
any clues for one of the names. Like, it can't go today. We can give one away, though, today.
Yeah. Oh, if it doesn't go today, I'll be shocked. Like this third person.
It might not.
Like, I'm dropping hints all over the shop. They're really quite obvious. I'm praying our caller's got it. Who do we have on the line?
It's Sarah. I'm really nervous.
Yes, Eskimo Joe. I feel like they were eating a bit in 2005, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be right in their wheelhouse. They were nice
So-
guys, weren't they?
Yeah, they're great blokes.
Remember you interviewed them, or someone interviewed them.
Now, Sarah, you seem quite emotional, like you're, you could be on the verge of something pretty special here.
I know I've been listening to the podcast. I've been listening to all the little snippets from every morning since it was announced, and I have a list, and then my list kind of just went a little bit silly with that latest clue, but we'll see how I go.
So what have you garnered from the clue? Like, talk us through specifically pertaining to the latest name we're trying to get. Like, talk us through your process.
Okay, so the Law and Order, I'm completely lost with Law and Order. I was kind of going towards the Thor movie because of the hammer. But then that name hasn't been mentioned, like on the podcast. Nikki said she's mentioned the name in one of the shows before, so I've been frantically listening to the shows, and she hasn't mentioned like Idris Elba or anyone like that.
Yeah. Do you remember the day where we were going, law and order, and Nikki was having a conniption. Law and order. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Law, order, law. Like, as if one of those names. I was just saying. Okay. So that was one of them. Okay.
Oh, well, let's have another listen to the 4 voices, Sarah.
I listen to Nova.
And have you put it into Google? Have you Googled
holiday? I've put in holiday. I've put sexiest man alive. Shit! Now you're saying all this. I think that I've.
Have you just worked it out?
Oh, I think so, with the whole Law and Order thing. But now I can't change my guess.
Well,
but,
can't you?
You can do whatever you want.
You haven't said it to
can
us
say whatever
yet.
you want. Doesn't matter what you say to Alicia on the phone. You can say whatever you want.
Oh, I thought I had to say what I told her.
No, they
Lockie.
just do that so they know
Was
you're
it Lockyer,
sane.
was it? No, you can go rogue.
We've got a lunatic filter, and apparently you've passed the test, so you're allowed to be on air. Now, we just ask you who you think the 4 voices are.
Oh, I love that she's come into this with one name and now she's switching.
Yeah, I'm going to change it. And I hope it's okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, do you want my list?
Yep.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Rachel Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Cruise. I know that's been guessed, but I'm just going Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my updated name is Jude Law.
Mm-hmm.
And then Delta Goodrum.
Okay. All righty. I love the way you chuck Tom Cruise in, even though we've already written him off the list. But
yeah, because you know what? On the list on the website, it actually says Tom Cruise's, and I'm like, oh, that's a loophole.
No, that's just Lockyer.
Good one, Lockyer. But you know what? It just because I know you mentioned Tom Cruise's name in the podcast.
And
anyway.
So, what's your Sarah? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, Sarah. Okay. And what made you switch from? Who had you guess before you changed to Jude Law?
Oh, David Beckham, because he's the sexiest man alive. But obviously,
well, that's fair.
And he wasn't mentioned in. I couldn't get with the whole Law and Order thing.
So you're not using your brain there. You're letting your pants do the talking, aren't you? That's what's
no,
happening there.
because he wasn't out sexiest man alive.
Yes, but you're not seeing through the other clue. You're forgetting other clues. So that's good.
Holiday and Jude Law, don't tell me, Lucy. Just be quiet.
Just be quiet, Lucy.
Do you really think I shouldn't have changed? Oh,
no,
well.
I don't know who it is. I'm just.
They actually don't know, Sarah. All right.
Yeah,
Sarah.
David Beckham doesn't go along with Law and Order, but you did mention David Beckham's name a few days ago.
Come
but
on.
you know,
True,
whatever.
I did.
Come on, we've got to get on. Have you
But
locking in what you've locked in?
You've switched to Jude Law.
Yeah, Jude Law,
Okay.
lock it in.
All right. Okay, Sarah. I can say to you that
Oh dear.
you have 3 voices in the correct order.
Done it. Yeah!
Well done. I love that you switched it.
What do you mean trying to switch? I was the one that was going Jude Law pretty much, yelling at you.
I mean, Sarah, could you have spelled it out any clearer?
You were the reason why I switched to Jude Law.
Yeah,
Why are you
were
gaslighting
literally-
me?
We were shouting law, so
I know.
yeah.
He literally
And the
yelled it
penny
out 4
dropped.
times.
Well, actually,
It
during
did.
that, because I that was the guess I had over the last couple of days was Jude Law because of the law in Law and Order. But by you doing that before, Lutzy, there's a movie out on Amazon Prime at the moment, released 3 weeks ago, called The Order that Jude Law stars in.
Oh, really?
Oh,
And now look at-
interesting. Multiple
Yay.
clues there.
Uh,
$1,000.
How good's that? $1,000?
It's so good. Thank you so much.
That means
And I
we're down
feel
to
like-
the final voice. That means it's voice 2 now.
Yeah,
We're
It's
we're
voice
searching
2
for
now.
voice 2. If you can identify that voice, you're going to win $50,000.
And just quickly, Goo Goo Dolls, their big song was Iris. Iris is Jude Law's daughter. Iris Law.
And I feel like I should explain the
wow.
connection as well, which I have mentioned on the show in the early days, and I've brought his name up twice. I ran into Jude Law at Brisbane Airport International's arrivals, and we crashed trolleys, and I saw him, and I lost my cool, and I swore, and yes. So that is the connection to Jude Law.
And I remember you mentioning him a few days ago with the whole nanny thing, actually.
Yes, I did. I've been dropping little
Oh, you
crumbs.
have. Awesome. Oh, thanks, guys. Happy birthday, Ash. Did I hear it's your birthday?
Yeah, it's his birthday. He's
20 on 20 today, Sarah.
29 today.
Can you believe it? 20 today.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
And this bloke, Tim Blackwell, who'll be sitting there right now going, the one thing, I know you're going to say this, Tim, the one thing you're most surprised about is the evolution of me as a human in those 20 years.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, self-improvement can happen. You're like the Tony Robbins of Brisbane.
Oh, shit. They haven't changed a bit, have
The
we?
maturing.
What's
You
going
haven't
on?
changed a bit since you were 21.
20 years. It's more than that.
I know, you still look 21, Tim.
What? Stop it.
Thank you.
Me?
No,
because when I left Brisbane, I just decided I discovered water and exercise and sleep.
You do have a
And
very
you kept your
balanced
hair.
life. Yes.
yeah, that's right. I changed my hair, the whole thing. Happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks,
buddy.
mate.
Happy birthday to you too. Well, when were you here? Mitch was 2008. Were you, Mitch?
7?
So were you 7, 8, 9? I can't remember.
I can't. I'm bad with those. I just remember it was remember it was a different time. You know, it was a very different time in the media / radio landscape. So welcome, Nikki. You've really joined in the most boring time possible. I remember before Marty started. I was just thinking about like the good old days. And when Marty started, we took him out to a Broncos game on the Sunday, and just to get to know each other, because when you start working with someone on the radio, you never get to really meet them beforehand. Yeah. So we decided to go to a Broncos game, and I got a little over-refreshed, and was found passed out in the front yard of my Bulimba home, and I didn't make it on air that first day. And then the funniest part of that story, though, is that I ended up getting a written warning by our general manager at the time. He had a swing installed in his office. So I was being given a written warning by a grown man on an actual swing.
It was a different time.
It was a different time, guys.
And if we're going to call the term completely refreshed, coming in completely refreshed was kind of a part of the culture of our show.
I learned from the best.
I think you saw me completely refreshed a few mornings too.
Oh, look, I can't remember. I was always so tired. I just remember being so tired all the time.
Can you believe it?
No, I actually didn't know I was doing breakfast until after I left. I thought I was doing nights.
Really long night.
Welcome to Queensland, buddy.
But what a platform it's been for everyone except me and Ash.
Oh, there's still time. There is still time.
Oh, jeez.
So, Tim, you're laughing a lot more than these boys. Is that because you managed to segue out of breakfast and now you get to live your life and sleep and do all of those things?
Oh, absolutely. No, but that was like the best time. Like, that was the first show I ever had my name on, was at Nova 106.9. So that was pretty cool. And I also remember being at a different time. On my birthday, I remember they delivered crust pizza from two girls from Love and Rockets who came in topless.
Try doing that today.
Try doing that today, guys. Oh, God, you can't celebrate your birthday anymore, apparently.
That literally happened.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness, mate. Oh, wow.
Yeah, what are you guys doing for the party? What's happening? Nikki's celebrating her, fifth show or something?
I know, it's weird.
I'm going to bed. I'm letting them party. I'm just letting them go hard.
Well, where's the place to go? Is it still the Normanby, or where are we going to the Brecky Creek?
Nothing's changed.
Have one off the wood?
I'll be at the Brecky Creek by about midday. But then we're coming back here. We got a bit of a party on a bit later where we're getting some of the old staff back and, all that sort of business.
Well, maybe Dee can make one of her famous quiches. The only person to own hairless dogs, but every time she makes you something has a huge dog hair in it. Morning, Dee.
Oh, I hope she brings a quiche tonight.
She is bringing a cake.
Slice.
Well, we're glad you're still part of the Nova family, Timothy. It's been great.
Yes.
It's been quite a ride, hasn't it, brother?
It's been great. Well, maybe I'll play, 2005? I'll play a couple of tunes from 2005. The Savo from 4 to celebrate. What have you played? Yeah, what have you played? Three Doors Down and
Pete Murray's got a run. We just played Ben Lee.
Bernard.
Evermore.
Evermore. Oh, Evermore. Yeah, okay. All right, good stuff. All right, I'll play something for you guys at 4 the Savo.
And you got the you're giving away the trip today as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Nova's Red Room Global Tour, powered by Expedia, guys. So, are you giving away a spot in the draw today or something?
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
we've had a couple. One lady last Friday was a little refreshed when she got on the phone with us. Actually, speaking of refreshed, so this might actually be a 2005 style radio trip.
We live in hope.
Yeah, I know.
Love you, Timmy.
Love you guys. Happy birthday.
See you, buddy.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Yeah, back 20 years ago when we used to have meetings.
Long ones.
Well, you know what they used to do to us, Nikki? Like early days is we'd do a show and first of all, they'd make us get here ridiculously early for a show. Like we're on air at 6 and like they would make us turn up at like 4:30 or something ridiculous like that. And then we'd have a meeting, and then
I tell you what, I'm very appreciative of you ironing out all of these extra.
You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
initially, I was in shock that you didn't have a pre-show meeting, and then after one day, I was like, "Thank God you got rid of that."
No, well, the post-show meetings were the worst because in the post-show meetings, particularly in the early days, you'd go back into the room and you'd sit down, and our program director would go, I'm just going to play a bit here that you did at 7:20 this morning. And,
air checks?
Air checks.
An air check.
Way to get in your head.
He'd play the break, and as he started playing it, in my head, I'd just begun, please let this be a break where I didn't say anything. Because then I couldn't get into trouble. Yeah, and then inevitably it'd start and my big fat mouth would start blurting away. I'm like, oh, no. What did I do wrong now, mate?
And there was always some, failed jock that's telling you. You know what I mean? Some dude. I'll be going, I wouldn't even listen to you when I was a kid. You're the guy, if the Black Plague hit B105, you get a start on Sunday afternoon. Barely.
What's the old saying? That's all of a sudden that guy. Do air checks?
Yes. Well, I don't. Yeah. So it was off-putting.
There were lots of meetings, but what have we got here? Is this just a bit of
a montage of all the sort of some of the ads we've played over the years and some of the major sort of activations we've done. The first one you were going to hear was a great song that really, really, really loves Brisbane. And we did an ad around it where I remember being waist deep in the Brisbane River at one point. That rash still comes and goes.
Yeah, we were dressed up like sort of boys to men, all in white. Yeah. But we were covered by the mud from the banks of the Brisbane River.
So it's a bit of a montage of 20 years.
We really, really love Brisbane. We really, really, really love Brisbane. Oh, from Mount Coulter to the Bay. We love it so much, we just have to say Brisbane. We really, really, really love Brisbane. We really, really, really love Brisbane. We love it so much, it hurts.
Introducing Ash Kipper Muttsy's Top Blue. Now with nipple-friendly formula. Top Blue! Top Blue! 20% more action in the bedroom.
Celebrate the brown, come on!
We'll celebrate the brown.
We're about to send our bobbleheads up into space.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
GoPros, 3 bobbleheads, 1 lunatic boss. The bobbleheads are heading to space.
Ashley Bradnam Star. Bradnam Star. Ashley Bradnam Star. Bradnam Star. Hey, middle-aged DJ. Ashley Bradnam Star. Hey, middle-aged DJ.
Middle-aged DJ.
Oh,
That's definitely my favourite.
I think that was the one where I think we did for your 40th.
That was for my 40th.
We didn't really tell you about it. We did a fully staged musical at the Powerhouse Theatre. Like I'm talking.
Hang on. Was this when he didn't want anything to happen for his birthday because he wanted to be under the radar?
Yeah, he was coming out of a difficult time in his life and didn't want to really shine a light on that.
Was Ash's quote in the meeting, come on, let's not make a big song and dance about it, okay?
That's what I said. I
said,
said, let's not make a big song and dance about it. And then, of course,
and you've left.
They turned it into a musical.
Said, let's make a song
I remember the day that they made me turn around and it was right here. They already had the big poster.
Oh, yes. Big vinyl poster.
Yes.
And you looked hideous.
Oh, yes.
And look, it wasn't just an audio thing. We had a full documentary about it go out on Channel 9.
Yeah, with Channel 9 documentary. It was pretty much just me on stage roasting him.
Yeah.
Like in the worst possible way, as only a good friend would.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I'm smarter than
I'm smarter than who?
The Brighton Answer deal is here, with one lucky person winning $100,000 off the price of their new home every month. Drop into your nearest Brighton display home today.
Brad out of Kapira, what's going on, mate? You good?
Yeah, g'day everyone. How are you?
Not too bad.
That's all right.
We ever spoken to you before?
Well, yeah, mate. Yeah, I was on Smarter Than Sue's a couple of years ago, speaking on time, but I was just telling the young lady on the phone there before that I started listening to Nova in your test phase back 20 years ago when Bevan was on and you guys were playing Galvanised. Push that button.
Yes.
So, mate, I was listening to you guys before you even came online, and that was when I started work on the road as a medical courier, switching from finance industry to the logistics industry. So, it's been a bit of an anniversary for me too.
Bevan was so popular.
Oh, yeah.
That it was unreal.
I think there was an element, because we were 3 Neville Nobodies or whatever that were the first people on, that there was a tiny bit of backlash when they took Bevan off and put us on. Who are these gibberish?
Who are these morons?
Leave Bevan on. He was, and that was more successful than any. Like that was like the biggest Bevan ever got. I think they used him once in one of the other Nova openings in like Perth or something.
Yeah.
No one gave a rat's ass about him. But for some reason in Brisbane, Bevan went nuts.
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
And just breaking news. Alicia, please. What do you got there?
That song Galvanise is coming up at 9 a.m. with Maddie Rowe, I think.
That's the song I remember most from that launch. That Galvanise.
How's that going? I don't know.
Push that button. So it made sense because we were pushing the button.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. Oh, you're old school, Brad. I hope you win, mate.
100%, mate.
It's only $100, but we're in a giving mood today. It's our birthday, so regardless, Lutzy can hit the kickback code.
Yeah, wicked.
Win or lose.
Awesome, guys. Awesome.
Right, mate, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. A quick read of the old questions and nothing's changed in 20 years and your time starts now. How many days are there in October?
31.
A new streaming service launched in Australia this week titled what?
Don't know.
What material is an elephant's tusks made of?
Ivory.
Name a colour on the flag of Lithuania.
Blue.
Spell itinerary.
Itenary.
Stop the clock.
Okay.
What did Brad have left there, Mitchell?
1 second.
James, just a Lutzie's in it, Brad.
Mm.
Just a Lutzie's in it, playing for $100. And, this is interesting, Mystery Gimp this morning. Let's bring in the Gimp.
Hey, Ash, Lutzie and Nikki. It's Justin here from End of Fashion, wishing you all the very best on the show's 20th anniversary. What a milestone. End of Fashion and your show go back years and years, and to say thanks, I've penned a little tune for you guys as a present.
What?
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, team, on 20 years. Oh, yeah. It's been a lot of laughs, of blood, sweat, and tears. Oh, yeah. But have you noticed Lutz is walking with a limp? Oh, yeah. That's 'cause Nikki's sick of being called a gimp.
Oh, that's made my life. Oh, my God. End of Fashion.
Hey, much love to you all, and here's to another 20 years of bringing in the gimp. See you guys.
Oh, my goodness.
I just caught the end of that, and he's right.
Well, that was
outstanding.
And we
Who was that?
That's Justin from End of Fashion, who was a great band from WA. I think that we used a lot over the years, and they were big. Are we going to play that song at any point today, Mitchie? Surely. Oh yeah,
we may
have
just
to be getting a run.
Yeah, we may just
that
be
was
playing
my
it.
favourite song of our early days at Nova.
And they were great friends of the show too.
I got so drunk with them a lot of
early
times.
days.
So many memories. I can't even remember much of it, to be honest.
All right, Nikki, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's finish
I am.
the week with a bang. 30 seconds on the clock, and
All
your
right.
time starts now. How many days are there in October?
31.
A new streaming service launched in Australia this week titled what?
No idea.
What material is an elephant's tusks made of?
Ivory.
Name a colour on the flag of Lithuania.
Oh, jeez. Red.
Spell itinerary.
Itinerary.
Stop the clock.
Ooh, Daddy!
What?
Stop the
What
clock.
happened?
No, I think it's close.
What did Nikki have?
2 seconds.
In the event of a tiebreaker, Nikki will win. How many days are there in October? 30 days. Hath September. And November, the rest have 31, which means that you both got that one correct. 31 days in
Okay.
October. A new streaming service launched in Australia this week titled what?
I didn't know this one.
I didn't
No
know
idea.
this.
It was, a bit of a quiet launch on Monday.
Why would you do that?
Do you know what the answer is?
Max.
Max is correct.
Oh!
Max.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
got
that
free
was
membership as part of my, I'm going to say, part of my fast.
Yes, you would have. Yep.
I got free
Really?
membership. What is it?
So it's like all the HBO Max stuff, which we get a lot of it on Binge, but now it's like that plus more. So all the great stuff from HBO over the years. And
Don't mind if I do. Max, there you go. Good luck to you guys. It's 1-1. Elephant's tusks are made of ivory. You both got that. It's 2-2. Name a colour on the flag of Lithuania. Brad, you said blue. That's wrong. Nikki, you said red. That is correct.
Well, that was a good guess.
It's red, yellow, and green.
Oh, it's a horrible.
I've never seen that flag ever before.
You
I
know,
wouldn't wear those colours together.
exactly. You know when we were kids and you were trying to develop a new rugby league jersey when you just
Yes.
When you had no
and you
idea.
thought, no one's used these colours yet,
Yeah.
and you did that, and you went, no,
That's
that's
why.
crap.
That's why.
That looks really bad together.
And spell itinerary. Nikki got it correct. Itinerary. Can't remember what you said, Brad, but you were wrong. It's a 4-2 victory to Nikki Osborne.
Oh, sorry, Brad.
Well done. Good working.
I always just remembered that itinerary is stupid because it's itinerary. It's like February.
Wary.
I need to go away a bit more often.
Cave me.
Yeah, you do.
For an OG, for someone from the OG, Lutzy, load this bloke up.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you can go. This is tomorrow night. If you can't go, it's 4 tickets to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in concert. So this is one of those cine concerts with the Queensland Symphony Orchestra. They relive the final film on the big screen with the orchestra performing live. If you can't go, we'll give this away at the end of the show because this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go to that?
Yeah, is that tomorrow night, is it?
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, no, I can't, mate. Unfortunately, I've already got some on.
Okay,
Jeez,
that's okay. Well, then that rules out the Broncos v the Tigers as well, unfortunately for you. Because,
no, you're kidding.
But what I can give you is a $250 Broncos Leagues Club voucher.
Oh, wow.
On Fulcher Road at Red Hill. It's actually great down there, and the great thing is if you...
Oh, yeah, go there a fair bit.
If you coincide with when the boys or the girls are playing, for that matter, you can watch them train. Broncosclub.com.au, you've got a $150 voucher, and I'll also throw in a $100 Hey Chicka voucher for you as well. You'll absolutely love that on Brunswick Street.
Yeah, been there too. Yeah.
Well, there you go, mate. So you'll love both those, and thanks for sticking with us over the years. Respect.
Oh, great stuff.
Good on
you.
Mate,
love you guys. You're absolutely brilliant.
The Ash, Lutzy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Belmont or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Are there any kind of places that you'd like to tell your mum about? Because we got a special guest on the phone.
Not particularly.
Oh, look out.
Oh, she's here. Oh, come on, move on from end of fashion then.
Wipe it clean. Keep it clean.
Full stop. And new sentence.
And we're back on live with Ash Lutzy and Nikki Osborne. We have a special guest joining us, guys.
Hello, Mrs. Luttrell.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
I remember we used to sing that, didn't we?
Yeah, happy birthday, guys.
Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
And Nikki.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I get to take a back seat today because it's their big special day. And I'm quite enjoying it. They're getting very sentimental and nostalgic.
Yeah, it is right.
Yeah, I've been with them since day one.
Yeah, you have been too.
I must be your number one listener.
Yeah, well, if that's gone fluctuated back and forth over the years. The Queen has held serious claims for that at times.
Oh, yeah, the Queen and I.
Yeah. I think the two of you.
Between the two of you. They've just brought, Mrs. Luttrell, they just brought us in a birthday cake.
Look at this. It's some sort of frosted passion fruit number, I believe.
Oh, hello.
What passion fruit sponge, if you don't mind.
What does it say there?
It says, happy 20th birthday, Nova 106.9.
20 years.
How nice. Bring a piece home for me, David.
Now, 20 years ago, when we started 20 years ago, was young David still living at your house at Floramy Street?
I think it was.
I think he was, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, he was.
Yeah.
Dear me.
He was.
It was very emotional the day he left.
Yeah. I remember.
I told him he could come back any time.
Yeah, you did.
I remember I got distinct memories. One day, Nikki and I went over to pick up Lutzy to go to the airport.
Yeah.
And I've picked him up from his place at Boondall. I'd never seen anything like it. We're talking about a guy who was in his 30s at this point. And I've gone there and I've knocked at the door and I come in, Ashley, and I saw Johnny. Johnny was he was in a fluster. He was in a dressing gown, and he's gone. Come in, Ashley. We're running a little bit late. We can't find David's socks. And then you were just running up and down the hallway trying to pack Lutzy's bag for him, and
probably ironing something.
Yes, and everybody was a fluster because we needed to pack Lutzy's bag for him so that he could get to the airport. It was unbelievable. To a kid.
And look what a great bloke it made him. See?
I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, my parents used to leave us at home by the age of 8. And I walked in. I'd never seen anything like it. It was a different upbringing. I couldn't believe it.
Some people would call Mrs. Luttrell an enabler, but if he hadn't turned out to be... But if he hadn't turned out to be such a good guy, which he is, he's a good guy in disguise as a bit of a prick. But he's actually lovely, I've realised.
God, Nikki,
He is, Nikki. He's a good
Anyway,
guy.
it's not about me. It's about Nova today.
it's about
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Can I recall a few things
Yeah, go
that
on.
I remember?
Yeah.
And one of the first things I recall is David having your car crushed.
Crushed. Yeah, it was too. You're right.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah, that was like
That was-
2006, I reckon, Mum. Do you reckon?
Yeah, that was only a short time after you'd been at Nova, and I thought, where are we going to go now? I'll be driving him everywhere.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? And anyway, ever since then, I do believe that you've been sponsored.
Yeah.
Car sponsored.
Cars
It's
for
the
us.
only car he's ever owned. He bought it back when we were at 4BC, and then it was worth next to nothing, and we literally crushed
They
it.
crushed it. And
We
I-
crushed it one
Okay,
day.
so you didn't crash it. You actually
No,
took
we
the
crushed
car,
it. We
just
crushed it.
crushed
Just up the road on Kingsford Smith Drive. On,
Yeah.
And turned it
Brixton
into like a
Road.
scratch.
Just where
Just there.
Functionwell is, just across the road from Functionwell.
And I didn't have any way to get home. I had no car, and then thankfully the sponsors came in, and now Cars for Us, I might add, is by the current.
They still feel sorry for you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Some things
Yeah,
have
and
never
it's-
changed, have they? Though with me,
No, another thing I distinctly remember, and I was very sad about. We were going to do the show from Boondall. Remember
Yeah.
that? And something happened, and it wouldn't be Luke McHugh's fault because
No,
Luke
no.
did all he could.
Genius.
But he set it all up at our place in the bar at Boondall, and then on the morning there was something wrong with the reception, and I remember Michelle and someone stayed. A few stayed at our place, but you have to go back into Nova. But
Yeah.
you know what? There's a big challenge out there now because I would love, and we would love at Burnborough here
we go.
for you to do the show from here.
Okay, well, it's,
Because I've always
because Ash
been
and I can move
upset.
in there in about 7 years. Why not just wait till then?
Yeah. I got
Full
dibs.
circle.
I got dibs on that corner suite, Mrs. Luttrell.
Oh dear, it's been a journey, hasn't it?
Oh, it's been a great journey, and I love having Bevan back
Yeah.
because he was great.
He was great.
Yeah. But lots of things, nothing much has changed.
Yeah.
But he'll never change. Like Forex, nothing changes,
There you go,
does
another
it?
sponsor. Tick. Well done. Excellent. Thank you to Forex.
But
Thank you for our lovely birthday message.
Yeah, and I hope to be in there again soon to catch up.
Well,
Catch up with you soon,
if the contract talks progress, we'll wait and see. I hope that you've been paid. I hear about your lack of payment almost on
It's
a
all
daily
good.
basis.
It's all good. We won't talk about that anymore. It's all good.
All right, as long as it's
Yeah.
all sorted out, and
It's
that's
all
important.
squared away. That's good to hear.
It is.
Yep.
Brendan and I are mates too.
That's so good.
You and
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's Caller of the Week.
We've had some cracking callers this week, so it would be hard to choose who the favourite is. We've had some very entertaining ones. There was one who called the other day and said, I'll speak to you again at 9. That was after her failed guess at 7.
Yeah, she was really optimistic.
Yeah, she was good, babe. I was a bit worried. She's like, you're going to put me in hospital.
Yeah, right. You
Let's
got
not
a good
do
memory. Every day blends into the next for me. I can't believe this is saying it's week 11. Mm-hmm. We're 11 weeks into the season already.
Well, this caller of the week was from Wednesday.
Charlie's in the car.
All right, now Charlie's 11.
Call out, Charlie. Hi.
Joan of Arc is a patron saint of which country?
Come on, Charlie. You go to Mars. Pass.
Spell charisma.
CHRISSMA.
Why don't you count Charlie in and give us a guess?
Okay, come on, Charlie. Good gimp. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bring it again!
Oh, my God. There you go.
Strong stuff, 9.5.
We love that kid's energy. Yeah, and that's one of the highest GIMP scores you've given in a long time. Lutzi.
Yep.
Now we've got Jess, the mum, on the phone.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Jess, we had the people count up how many times the name Charlie was mentioned during our conversation with you.
What was the title?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a guess? How many times you dropped your boy's name?
We
Okay,
did as well.
let's-
Yeah, we did as well, yeah.
Let's say 15.
Let's try 36 times.
Charlie's in the car.
Charlie's 11.
Call out, Charlie. Hi.
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie. We don't want to crumble, Charlie. We don't want to crumble.
No crumble, Charlie.
Come on, Charlie. You go to Mara.
Charlie.
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 Well done, Charlie.
Yeah, well
done, Charlie.
Well,
Charlie.
Charlie's.
Charlie. That was a lucky one, Charlie.
Charlie.
I think
Yeah.
Charlie said-
I think Charlie.
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 Charlie. Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie did a great game.
Charlie.
Charlie.
If we're not the most Charlie show on Brisbane radio, I don't know who is.
Oh, careful. Is that a euphemism?
What?
Nothing.
Anyway, well, congratulations, Jess. You are the cooler of the week, along with Charlie, obviously.
You get my Ashes Gone Fishing bucket hat?
Yep.
Give that to your son's name. What's his name again?
The What Would Lutsy Do stubby cooler and Nikki.
You get my towel, which says dry harder.
Yeah, the beach towel. It's awesome.
And you get in a really good bag, like a big tote bag that you can put heaps of stuff in.
Yeah, it's really good.
Amazing. He's taking his mates to the footy. He's never been to a Broncos game. He is pumped.
Well, funny you mentioned that. We've still got a family pass to give away, and Darren Lockyer is joining us in studio. He's listening to you now.
He's in the house. We're
Oh,
going to
my
talk to Lockie
God.
next.
Say
All right,
hello-
thanks, Jess.
Say
Have
hello
a
to
good
Charlie.
weekend.
Darren?
Amazing. Thank you.
Darren?
Charlie.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, someone who I reckon you're right. I reckon we've had him on at least every year since we started in 2005 is the great Darren Lockyer. And today he's come into the studio, not because he's contractually obliged to,
No.
but because he just wanted to come in and wish us all a happy birthday.
It's not because the footy's on all weekend and
Yes.
you can tune in Friday night footy and Sunday Arvo footy live and free on Channel 9 and 9 now. It is not because of that. It isn't.
No.
Is it?
No, happy birthday.
He just wanted cake.
He wants some cake and he'll get
wouldn't
he'll
eat
get it.
that
He doesn't
cake.
eat. Have you seen him?
Yes, look at him.
He's got the skin fold. He's got minor skin folds.
I will,
It's just air. They go for air.
out of respect, I'll give that a touch up before I go.
You give it a nudge?
Yeah.
And the irony of this is, I'm just reading my notes here, so I hope it's right, because of course we're playing the Tigers at Suncorp Stadium tomorrow night. 05 from memory, according to the notes, says that you finished third that year and lost to the Tigers in the semi-final. Was that right?
Really?
We lost to the Tigers?
Yeah, we did. It was at the old...
Leichhardt.
No, the stadium they call the Allianz. What was the SFS?
Oh,
we
yeah,
lost to
yeah.
them, yeah. And they went on, they went on that run with Benji carving up.
They won it, didn't they? They won it in 2005. That was the flick pass. And
they beat the Cowboys.
They got the Cowboys, that's right. That was 2005. And then we won in 2006, didn't we?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but 20 years ago, that's...
Has
has it gone quick for you guys?
Oh, honestly, I can't. You can't quite fathom it. It has
It
gone
does for
very,
Ash
very
because he
fast.
forgets what's happened during the
Lutsy
week.
sits there and tells me stories, and it's like I wasn't even there. Like, what was that you were just telling me? I was like that I went to a Brownlow medal one night. I don't remember.
You've been to at least 2 Brownlow
Brownlow
medals.
medals.
He'd have no recollection.
Did you go with Fev?
Yeah, I think Fev and I would have
hung out
had a lot in common back in those days.
Actually, with
but,
Sam Newman at a Logies, you wouldn't remember that one either.
No.
We had some big ones, didn't we?
Yeah, no. But, what about you, Lockie? Do you remember your games? Like, you remember that one against the Tigers? Like, if you look back and I go, can you remember the Cronulla game of blah, blah, blah? Like, do you have memories or
I think
like vivid memories of most games? Can you remember them?
I think the ones that, where there was this, I guess, an outcome that you always remember. Like, I remember when we lost to Melbourne when they scored in the final minute.
Yep.
You remember those moments.
Yeah.
I remember losing to the West Tigers that year when they won. Obviously, you remember the big games that you do win too, like 2006 Grand Final. You would have been there.
Yeah, that was actually no. I was doing something in 2006. I think I was at the Broncos Leagues Club, and I was
working.
Yeah, I was doing some type of crosses or something from the 2006 from the Broncos Leagues Club, and in '98. 93, you would have been there in 98 as well.
Yeah, so 98 was against, who did we play? We beat the Bulldogs.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
The
the last
yeah.
grand final at the SFS.
Yeah.
They ripped it down after that.
Yeah.
We were looking the other day. The thing you forget is that, I was watching a game the other day, and you and Alfie, my brain thinks that you were a different era to Alan Langer, but you played with Alan Langer.
Yeah, well, he played till he was 36, I think, Alf, which is, that's a fair innings. He left the game and then he retired in 2000, then he came back. But I played, so I was spoilt early. I came in 95. We won Super League 97. We beat the Bulldogs in 98, and we beat the Roosters in 2000. So the first 5 years, I had 3 premierships. And I thought, well,
how easy?
How
easy is this?
You know? And then the next 11 years, only got one, which was 06.
Yeah, and then. Like it's part of the folklore now, but I have to think that one of your fondest memories. Sorry, we're reminiscing today, but it's like it's one of those type of shows. But that magical moment in Origin when you got the ball and you scored the try for us, and then that try, the game was in the balance, and we score that try, and that was the start of the 8 in a row.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was in Melbourne that game, and we were. If we lost that game, we'd lost 4 in a row, which was the first time any state had lost 4 series, and I was captain at the time, so it was a lot of pressure. So that particular moment it was a sliding doors moment, really, because I probably might have lost my position as captain, or even in my position in the team had we have not won that series. And from there we went. Well, I was there for 6. But we end up winning 8 in a row, which is, when you look back, it's ridiculous.
Unfathomable.
You talk about losing, potentially losing.
Sorry,
Nick. I was going to say that year that you talk about maybe losing 4 in a row, maybe losing your position. Instead, we won that series of Origin. You won the premiership, and you're also captaining Australia. That we won some series as well at the end. It ended up being arguably one of the best years of your career, I can imagine.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, it was just one of those years where everything just fell into place. Early in the year, there was a lot of pressure on the Broncos because we'd bombed out of 03 and 04, 05 finals. And so there was a lot of pressure on the Broncos, pressure on me as captain. And, we all worked really hard. We lost 5 in a row after Origin series, the Bronx. So everyone wrote us off, and we came back, won that premiership, and then obviously the Origin. And it was the try series where we beat the Kiwis in Golden Point.
Wow. What a year.
I just love the way Ash remembers your career better than his own career. Like, he remembers all your matches and results. But if you asked him, what a survey result was back in 2007.
I think his Bishop Park North's career.
Yeah.
No one remembers that.
I had I know Wally's career better than Mitch. Remember that? We brought Wally in here one day and we had a quiz about Wally's career. Wally was the quiz master, and I outsmarted you.
Yeah, I think that was my first week here. Yeah, I embarrassed myself in the first couple of days. Ash couldn't believe who he'd brought in.
And Nicky, you talk about breeding toughness. I was down at the Powerhouse about 3 weeks ago, and Lauren was there, your wife, and there was this kids there was those bloody electric bikes. There was all, and I was like, "Where's Lockyer?" And he's like, "Oh, he's coming down." I was like, "Obviously you're at home, just biding your time until you had to get down there to look after the kids." Clearly, because there was kids falling off everything. Kids like, "Oh my God, is his leg all right? Oh my God, what's happened over there?" There was kids hurting themselves everywhere, getting up again and going again. It was pandemonium. Your household must be nuts.
Yes, it is. There's 3 boys, and they're all pretty competitive. I mean, I see you, pretty much every function in Brisbane I go to, you're there. I see you at Suncorp, and then I see Ash when I'm at kids' sport. So my son plays against your son. Yeah. And you're very passionate about rugby league. Yep. That's why you know so much about everyone's career. But my kids, they're into their sport, and there's a lot of arguing. And look, my wife's.
So how old are they? Are they going to be future Broncos? Do you think, or have they kind of gone into other sports?
They're all playing rugby league at the moment, and rugby union, because they go to a GPS school, so they're playing union. And they're all athletic. There's a bit of promise shown by them, but
they go good.
No, it's really good. One of Darren's kids was that Queensland, what used to be called the primary schools, whatever it's called now, under 12 team was the number 1 this year, the fullback, which was pretty cool. That's a great, historically, my dad coached that team for 2 years. It's a great sort of part of the Queensland. It's the start of the Mighty Maroons, if you like, as they get older. Then they make other teams and go in at various places in life. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, there was I represented in that team as well back in 1989. So that was.
Did you really?
Yeah, wow. Elton Flatley was in that team with me. There was a few others, but so for my son to make that team was a bit of history repeating, which was nice.
Yeah, he totally deserved it too. He's a great player. Now let's talk about the Bronx for this year, because the start's been pretty good, and we're up against the Tigers, which you look on paper, bookies have got us as favourites to win it. What's your take on the Bronx for 2025?
Yeah, well, there's some encouraging signs. Madge has come here with a hard edge about him, trying to And I think his mentality is he wants them to be the best defensive team in the competition, because I think he showed us recently over the last 25 years there's only been one team outside of the top three as the best defensive team that's won the premiership. So you got to be.
Oh, that's a good stat.
Yeah, you got to be within the top three defensively to give yourself a chance to win a premiership. So their defence has been probably the shining light at the moment. Their attack's still finding its feet, but I think the signs are good.
Is Haas eating yet?
Oh, good point.
Yeah, yes.
Good question.
He could start eating 1 April. So he's.
Oh, now that everyone's in trouble now.
I wonder what he smashed first up, like just earlier this week.
It was an entire beast.
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty amazing, though.
He went out to Samford, Sam Thaida's house.
Yes.
Eat whatever you want. Not the kids. Eat anything else but the kids. And he just went, they reckon he just went nuts.
Yeah. But that is a pretty amazing effort that he gets through the whole of Ramadan like that, and the training in the heat as well.
Well, it worked for him too, didn't it? Like, he was outstanding. Yeah. So it's obviously a huge discipline to do that, and he's always done it. But he's a bit of a freak of an athlete, and for him, he started the season very well.
Family Pass right now, 13-24-10 if you want to see the Bronx take on the Tigers. Suncorp Stadium this Saturday. And don't forget, all weekend, the footy, you can tune in Friday night footy and Sunday Arvo footy. Live and free on Channel 9 and 9 Now. You'll see Darren and the team doing what they do best. Thank you, Lockyer.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, guys. Now for the cake.
Cheers.
Yeah, let's get some cake.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Come give me that cash. Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne's $50,000 Mystery Voices. Guess these 4 voices.
I listen to
Nova. And win a guaranteed $50,000.
Well, one went this morning, and I love that she did a switcheroo live on air.
Yeah, and that was we sort of...
You spoon-fed her.
It wasn't that much. I mean, she still had to
it was
change.
pretty obvious.
All I
Put
said
it this way,
was
I didn't know it before, and by the end of it, I was like, well, this person is a complete moron if they don't choose that particular...
Yeah, but I feel like we've been spoon-feeding everyone.
Yeah, we said law,
but
order.
they don't make a change last minute.
Exactly.
I'm like, come on. And she switched.
All I said, Nikki, was what we said, I feel like 4 days ago. Exactly the same thing again. So, like, 100%,
she listened.
Right? And I know I was saying, there's no way it's going to go off. Well, now we're down. This is the final countdown now. We could go on any second
It's
now.
the final
this is the
countdown.
$50,000 answer.
This is it now.
The big one.
Yeah, come on, man.
So, question, do you get $51,000 or just...
No, you
you just get 50.
No, you'd get...
I don't know.
You'd get 51.
That's what I'm asking.
You'd get 51. Can someone give me confirmation on that?
Nick's pointing.
Oh.
He's pointing at Alicia.
No, I think it's just 50.
It's just 50.
Just the
is it?
50, right?
Okay.
Just get the 50.
What if...
So, yeah.
Okay,
What?
No, I'm wasting time now.
What?
If you get that one
Okay.
right but another one wrong, you'd get $1,000 but not solve it.
Could you imagine if they just got it in the wrong order?
Stop
Has that happened?
That-
Has
I
it ever
don't
happened?
think so.
I don't think so either.
Did you just burp?
No,
No, I didn't.
It's inexcusable,
Oh.
Mitch.
Lockie did have
Who have we got?
Lockie did have a big bit of cake though, by the way.
Jordan, Redcliffe.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're good, Jordan from Redcliffe. How are you?
Oh, great. A bit nervous.
Well, I mean,
Don't be nervous.
you're
Don't be nervous.
Oh, you're in the hot seat. I mean, she says all she has to do is say one right name and she wins $50,000. I mean, I'd be nervous.
Up until this point in your life, Jordan, what's been the greatest thing you've ever won?
Oh.
Well, Jordan needs to win this.
What was that?
That was pretty cool. I won tickets for the weekend. That was pretty awesome.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty awesome.
So, do you have any clue who the second voice may be?
I honestly just thought I'd give it a bit of a crack because, I don't know, I just thought I'd give it a bit of a go. I've been listening to the clues and stuff, but
this
I
one's
just thought
kind of
I'd give it a go.
fresh.
Yeah, this one's
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of stabbing in the dark. So I guess the only thing that could give it away is if you did a deep dive on my socials, I think.
Oh,
that I shouldn't have said that. Anyway.
Well, whoever it
Okay.
is obviously on the socials is on Nikki's Instagram. That's what I got from that.
Well,
And we know not Australian. We do know that.
No, overseas. I think we should listen to the voice one last time.
I listen to Nova.
And the previous guest, which was number 3, Ashley, he's English, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that because
Yeah,
Nikki had said that they're different continents.
Yeah, so this person's American.
It's not a POM.
Yep,
Okay.
and not Australian. Okay,
American.
Jordan, for $50,000. Go.
Okay. So, Rachel Taylor, Jason Momoa, what's the next one? Jude Law, and then Delta Goodrem.
Right, so the person of interest there is Jason Momoa, who you know, Nikki, through her, do you?
Jason Momoa.
Ever had any interaction with this? Isn't sounding good, is it?
I mean, I know Jason Momoa, but he was guest the other day as well. So unfortunately, Jordan,
3 right.
you've got 3 right in the right order, but not the second voice.
Yeah, Momoa's already come down the pike, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. And I'm trying to... Is it down the pike, is it? I always thought it was down the pike.
No, it's both. No, it's both.
It's the pike, but technically it's the pike.
But you can say the other one, and it's...
Or the pipeline.
Yeah.
Coming
Pipe.
through the
Yeah.
pipeline or down the pike.
We went down this path once before because
Yeah, with non-plus.
the pike, because on the highway it's called a turnpike in the US. You know, like an on ramp.
Oh,
so it's like
really?
it's coming down the on ramp or something like that.
But pipe also works. It's coming down a pipe.
It does. It's the same as early doors and early days. I mean, it's pretty much.
I've never heard early doors.
Early doors
that's
is the official way to say it.
Early
Is it?
doors.
Or is that...
No, go and ask
Ashland?
your English husband.
Or is-
He'll tell you. It's an English
I
saying.
call it "Don't you love her madly"? Early doors. Don't you love her madly?
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Right, so I'm pretty sure I'm giving away a clue on Monday morning. I haven't officially been told this, but I would imagine I will be, to give people a bit of a helping hand. In the meantime,
I'd suggest
I would
Monday,
definitely do some research on my social media.
Yeah, waste your weekend and just dig deep in, guys, and just go nuts.
Don't say waste
No,
your
not waste,
weekend.
don't
It's not a waste.
Don't wait. I mean,
Non-defeat JM.
that's the mural of our show, non-defeat
It's the mural.
JM.
It's a mural of our show.
Don't waste it. And don't say Momoa, because we've
Yeah,
had
don't
that
say
a couple of
Momoa.
times.
And make sure
Yeah.
you have a look at the Nova Player to see the list of everyone that has been guessed.
I don't
So
even
cross
need
them
a mower
all
now
off your
because I
list.
live in a unit complex. But there you
Oh
go.
my God, what? I think
know?
we need to end. This is bad.
No, we're going to say one thing. Happy holidays to Mitch Lewis, who's heading off on a cruise.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking off a week early.
This is interesting. Mitch is going on Carnival, and he's doing an actual stand-up about the Lewis family,
Yep.
where he speaks for an hour, and I think it's an hour and a half. You've got it down to?
Yeah, but only 3 nights of the week. Yeah,
the Lewises.
I can't wait.
He dresses up as all of them.
Yes.
It's a one-man show.
Yeah, I play all 13 characters.
It's incredible.
I don't know how you're going to pull off Lincoln.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Belmont or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.